You wake up, grab your phone, and scroll through a curated feed tailored specifically to you. Later, you walk into a store, staring down an endless aisle, picking the exact shampoo that fits your personal hair type. It feels like you are in the driver's seat. You have options. You are the ultimate empowered consumer navigating a world built to serve your unique preferences. Yet, look at the results. We have the highest levels of education and the most advanced scientific tools in human history, but we are also exhausted. Millions are drowning in consumer debt to finance vacations they take mostly to prove they are happy online, and depression and anxiety rates are soaring. If we are so free and our technology is so advanced, why does modern life feel like an inescapable, exhausting cage? Decades ago, a philosopher named Theodor Adorno watched the rise of fascism in Europe, fled to the United States, and began studying American capitalism. Alongside his colleague Max Horkheimer, he published a deeply unsettling analysis of this new society. They argued that our modern enlightenment, our science, our universities, our technology, was not actually designed to liberate us into free thinkers. It was carefully calibrated to produce compliant workers and eager buyers. They called the system pulling these strings the culture industry. This industry weaponizes media and technology to systematically engineer passivity into the public. The mechanism starts with what they called standardization. If you strip away the bright labels and marketing promises from those 10 bottles of shampoo in the aisle, you will find they share the exact same core ingredients, like sodium lauryl sulfate, and are often manufactured by the exact same parent company. By giving you minor cosmetic variations, the market creates a phenomenon called pseudo-individualism. You feel a false sense of intelligence from spending 20 minutes comparing prices and reading reviews, when in reality, the system had already boxed in exactly what you were going to buy. This exact same standardization is applied to human beings. You sit in uniform rows for 12 years, passively absorbing information from a single authority figure. You then spend another 4 to 8 years in higher education, funneling 2 decades of your most energetic years into a rigid pipeline. Often, this leaves you with high credentials, but without the practical, independent skills to survive on your own terms. Whether you are picking a flavor of toothpaste or choosing a university degree, the system offers you a menu of artificial choices to ensure your ultimate destination is exactly the same as everyone else's. Once you are standardized, the culture industry targets your internal life through a process called commodification. This is where abstract human emotions are transformed into mandatory physical purchases. Take the concept of love or respect. These are internal feelings, but the market dictates that to express them properly, you must participate in designated spending days, like Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. If you don't buy the flowers or the expensive dinner, society suggests you have failed at love. Even your most private milestones, your spirituality, your family moments, your personal happiness, are mutated into public spectacles. A marriage becomes a massive destination wedding, optimized perfectly to look successful through the lens of a smartphone screen. When feelings are turned into products, your identity is effectively outsourced to corporate brands. You stop experiencing life and start paying to display it. You might think you can escape the system by relaxing after you clock out, but Adorno realized that your free time does not belong to you. It is a mechanism controlled by the logic of your employer. Popular entertainment is engineered to demand zero critical thought. You sit down after an exhausting day watching highly scripted reality shows, infinite scrolling feeds, and manufactured sports rivalries. If the media you consumed actually challenged you or forced you to reflect on your true desires, you might wake up the next day, question the entire purpose of your labor, and refuse to participate in the endless grind. Instead, modern amusement is deliberately designed to numb your curiosity. It recharges your physical body just enough so you can return to generating profit the next morning. This process creates an escalating pipeline that dismantles society from the inside out. It starts with passive entertainment, media consumption that trains the brain to stop asking questions about what it sees. That atrophied logic then migrates into the market. We become passive consumers, buying products based on social pressure and status rather than utility, often financing our lack of discernment with debt. Eventually, we arrive at passive work. We stop viewing our labor as a contribution to the world and see it only as a means to fund more consumption, blindly following whatever career path the industry has standardized for us. This culminates in passive citizenship. When a population loses the ability to apply logic to their shampoo or their career, they lose the ability to apply it to their leaders. They abandon experts in favor of toxic influencers and brainless idols, creating a fan culture where mob mentality replaces civil discourse. This shift snatches authority away from the wise, from parents and grandparents, and hands it to the most vocal, mindless figures on a screen. When the family can no longer provide guidance because the children only listen to influencers, the foundation of the society collapses. The only real defense mechanism against becoming a lifelong victim of this system is active, rigorous critical thinking. This means merging sociology, politics, and science to constantly ask why a system functions the way it does and who actually benefits from your participation. Before you make your next status purchase or open a mindless app out of pure habit, pause. Ask yourself if you genuinely desire this, or if the system is simply pushing you down the pipeline. Mental agency provides the only real exit from the system. It allows a person to see the shelf for what it is and walk away entirely.